Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 27th episode of the 3 a.m. Knitter podcast. How are you doing this morning? My name is Anne, and I am the 3 a.m. Knitter, and I'm coming to you, as always, from my studio in Pictou, Nova Scotia, which is located on the north shore of the province. So, today, what do we have today? Minus 10 degrees Celsius. And finally, it's a beautiful sunny day. We have had a couple weeks of just crazy snow. So seeing the sun shining today is making me very, very happy. And I'm just noticing that like this hair here is sticking out the side. Yeah, so I am trying to grow my hair out. And let me tell you, it's at that in-between kind of stage where it's driving me absolutely batty. So how many of you can relate to that? Anyway, all right, let's get on with some housekeeping. You can find me on Instagram as 3am Knitter. My email address is 3amknitter@gmail.com. Snail mail address is listed down below for those of you sending packages and things like that. I do have a Ravelry group, 3am Knitter, and you can find a whole bunch of things there. So, you know, I post links to the episodes there. We have a sock knit along that's going on all year, 12 socks in 12 months, and things like that. So if you use Ravelry, please go ahead and join the group, and we would love to have you there. There is a newsletter that I send out at the beginning of every month. There is a link down below to get yourself signed up. I do try to get it out on the 1st. Sometimes it's the 2nd before I get it out, depending on my schedule. And really what that newsletter is all about is it gives you kind of a one-stop shop to find the dates for the podcast, dates for knit-alongs or knit nights, information about the Circle, which is my new membership, and things like that. So if you'd like to subscribe to the newsletter, go ahead and put your email address in down below. All right, what else do I have here? Okay, a few announcements. So the regular open knit night for everybody is Wednesday, February the 21st at 7:30 p.m. Atlantic, and it's in the 3am Knitter Zoom room. There is a link to that in my Instagram bio, or if you're a member of the newsletter or a subscriber to the newsletter, you'll have the link in the newsletter. If you can't find the link but want to come to Knit Night on Wednesday, just send me a DM or send me an email and I will hook you up with that Zoom room link. The Circle membership only, members only Knit Night. The next Knit Night is on the 20th, so the day before, same time, 7:30 Atlantic. So if you are a member of the Circle, we have Knit Nights every week. And those are only open to members. So, sorry, I just lost my train of thought there. So if you're a member, you get 2 Knit Nights this week. Okay, speaking of the Circle, it is still open for founding members to join. What does a founding member mean? It means that you get in at a cheaper price. So there's, I think, 12 days left for you to sign up for your membership at the founding members price, which is $10 per month. Or if you want to commit to the annual membership, it's $100, which means you get 2 months for free. That's in Canadian funds, FYI, for my US and international friends. So 12 more days to get the founding members price, and then on March 1st, the membership pricing does go up. So take advantage of the cheaper price. We are doing lots of things in there, and each month there's going to be more things added. So I encourage you to check it out. I will put a link to the to my website that shows you all the information about the Circle, and you can learn all about it. If you have any questions, just reach out, whether it's on Instagram or through the Ravelry group, or send me an email, and I'll be happy to chat with you about that. Let's see, what else is coming up? Yes, February the 29th. Because this is a leap year, I've kind of kind of grasped onto that February 29th date for a few things. February 29th, I am opening pre-orders for the 2024 East Coast Sock Club. So what is the East Coast Sock Club? I am going to be launching, let me see if I did bring it up here. Excuse me. So on the website, there's a whole page all about it. I'm going to be launching starting in March, 4 new sock patterns, and they're going to be based on the East Coast because, of course, that's where I live. So in March, the first sock pattern that's coming out is the Atlantic Breeze socks. June, the next one will come out, the Mable Harbor socks. September, the Lighthouse Lace socks. And in December, the Frosty Wharf socks. So basically, what's going to happen is you sign up for the club. You get all 4 patterns. They're released each quarter. If you are a member of the circle, the membership, I'm also hosting cast-on parties for each of these sock launches, so sock pattern launches. So and within those cast-on parties, there will be, you know, little surprises and things like that, of course. So on the on my website, you'll see that there's this page. Oh, there's going to be glare everywhere today. All the important dates are here. There's going to be a link to sign up for the early bird on February the 29th. And that is going to go until March the 8th. The early bird pricing is until March the 8th. Then it's basically, you're going to save $10 if you sign up early. Okay. Members of the circle, so people that are in the membership, will be able to purchase this sock club for 50% off. So that's part of the perks of being in the membership. So look out for that. I'm going to start posting some teasers pretty soon in the Rivalry group and on Instagram. So watch for those. And if you are a sock knitter or you want to be a sock knitter, consider joining us. These sock patterns are going to be suitable for beginner sock knitters all the way up to super experienced sock knitters. So don't be afraid if you've never knit socks before. We'll all be in this together and there'll be lots of help for you along the way. Okay. Whew, there we go. Announcements out of the way. So what am I wearing? You have seen this before. This is my Aster Tee layering piece. So I'll just stand up. So it's a little bit cropped. You know, I like to layer, so I don't mind it being a wee bit cropped. Sorry, this little cowlicky thing here is going to be driving me bonkers for the whole time that I'm filming. Anyway, so this is the Aster Tee by Megan Nodecker. I have knit this. The main color is Natural Ewe Yarns My LYS down the street, pure and simple merino. Excuse me. I used, let's see, 3 skeins, which is about 1,200 meters. Bear with me just one sec. And then all of these Aster stitches here, I just had a whole collection of minis that I just kind of went with the green. The original plan for this top was purples. I pulled out all these beautiful purples. But then when I swatched the main color, it's got kind of browns and earth tones in it. So the greens just kind of worked better. So the Aster stitch is done on the front and the back. And then the shoulder is got this really nice, I love this seam. Yeah. So this is a great little top. This was part of the year of adventurous knitting that my LYS ran last year. It is a paid for pattern, $9 US or $12.66 Canadian. Fingering weight top. there are, let me just enlarge this. It goes from 2X to double X, I don't even know how to say it, XSS. Double extra small? I don't know. Anyway, all the way up to 5X. So the bust circumference in inches goes from 31 inches to 67 inches. And it's to be worn with 1 to 4 inches of positive ease, if that helps. So let's see, what else can I tell you about this? The Aster stitch was super fun to learn and super fun to stitch. And, you know, it's a really cool texture, I think. So not difficult at all. By the way, this is the Morning Fog colorway, this main color. So I started this project March 30th of last year and completed it on May the 7th. Oh yeah, so when I set up my Ravelry page, so there's the purples I was talking about that I originally had thought that I would knit this out of, but then of course, as you can see, switched to the green. So anyhow, so that's what I'm wearing today, the Aster Tee by Megan Nodecker. So you may know Megan Nodecker as Pip and Pin. She, bear with me just one sec. I believe she's a Canadian maker. Don't quote me on that, but I will confirm that in a bit. So anyway, that's what I'm wearing today, the Aster Tee. All right, works in progress. Let's get to it. I started my Trefann sweater. So I am color blocking this, as you can see. Oop, that's the back. So I have got the body completed. Oops. So we've got the minty green, beige, and chocolate brown. I'm just going to get ready to pick up for the sleeves, as you can see. Super fast, of course, because this is a super bulky. I wish you could feel this. So this yarn is Estelle Eco Scandinavian Bulky, 100% organic Scandinavian wool. Excuse me. These come in 130 yards or 120 meters, 200 gram balls. Okay, and it's not super soft, but it's super squishy. Like even the stockinette, like of course the garter is going to be squishy, but even this is really squishy. So I'm going to pick up for the sleeves and perhaps get that done this weekend. I'll just show you what I have left after. So I had 2 skeins of the green and I have this much left. I didn't weigh it, but I've got this much left, that much of the brown, and this much of the ecru to finish up the sleeves. So I will be color blocking the sleeves as well to match the body. So these were knit in these gigantic 15 millimeter needles. The body was knit in that. And I'll pick up for the sleeves. I bound off the body in a 12 millimeter. So these are just Knitter's Pride that I picked up because I didn't have the 15 millimeters. So I just jumped on Amazon and picked those up so I could knit this up. But yeah, so that's the Trefann sweater. So a little bit about that. Let me just, I'm doing the double XL size. Started it on the 5th. Let's see. So this is by Tara Lynn Morrison. It is a paid for pattern. $6.50 US or $9.15 Canadian. It uses 9, 15, or 9, 12, and 15 millimeter needles, or 13, 17, and 19 US. Let's see. It also comes in an ebook of 17 patterns for $27 or $37.99. So just to give you, I mean, I showed you this before, but I'm going to use the actual, just to give you an idea of this fit. So the body goes to about the waist, and then it's got just past the elbow sleeve length. Depending on the amount of yarn that I have, I may make the sleeves just a wee bit longer. So maybe they come to, I don't know, like maybe to here as opposed to up here, right? It depends on what I have left. I'll see how that's going to work. So I mean, was this an enjoyable knit so far? Was it an easy knit? Yes. Was it an enjoyable knit? I gotta tell you, using the 15 millimeter needles, I found cumbersome. I found that it wasn't one of those projects that I could just sit back, relax, and knit. I had to have the fabric, as I knit more and more, the fabric had to be sitting like on the table, or, you know, something like that. Just, I don't know. It hasn't been my most enjoyable knit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I think I'm going to love the sweater. It's going to be the perfect sweater for hiking, you know, in the fall or in the early mornings. We have one of those solo stoves. So, you know, when we sit outside at night, this spring, summer, and fall, it'll be a great sweater to wear then. I'm going to enjoy the end product. But what I noticed as I was knitting away, I mean, partially because it's just stockinette in the body as well, is that I really was just knitting and thinking to myself, I just want to get this done. I just want to get this done. So whereas usually I really enjoy the process of the knitting, this time it was really just, I'm just knitting to get the finished product, period. So anyway, would I knit this sweater again? Probably not. Not because there's anything wrong with the pattern. I just, I'm not enjoying the knitting process of it. So anyway, so that's the Trefann sweater. And then of course, I, you know, got that squirrel kind of, ooh, look at that, look at that. And I was in one of my groups, my Rivalry groups that I follow. Let me tell you the name of the group. Why do I always forget it? Goodness me. The group is called, it's actually called Canada Let's Swap. So it's for Canadians who want to swap stuff. But there is a 2024 book club going on in that group. And although I was a wee bit late to the party because I didn't find it until February, I jumped on board. And the book that we are reading is called Cersei, and it's by Madeline Miller. Some of you may be familiar with this book. So this is kind of a Greek mythology story about Cersei, and I'm 3/4 of the way through the book, and I am absolutely loving this book. So the idea behind this book club is that, you know, we pick the book, you read the book, and then you cast on a project that goes along with that book. Let me just make sure that I said that correctly before I lead you all astray. Year-long book and knitting club. So 6 books are chosen: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So, okay, so it's 2 months per book, okay? Everyone will choose something to knit, crochet, weave, pick your craft of choice that relates to the book we are reading, and we can all choose any pattern that we want to make, and you can decide what makes it relate to the book. Pattern names, yarn choices, mood evoked, etc. By the end of the year, we will have read 6 books and made 6 projects. Everyone who finishes all 6 projects will be entered into a grand prize draw. There are also smaller prizes given out during the year for each book. So you have to be a member of the group. Once you have a project shown, you will post what it is and why it relates before casting on. The project must use at least 1 skein, at least 100 grams, but it can also be a larger project. Each project will need to be cast on during the 2 months that the book is being read, but it can be finished anytime throughout the year. So there's no pressure to get it done within the 2 months. All projects must be handmade. They can be knitted, crocheted, or woven. To be fair to everyone, your project must, excuse me, must be started in the applicable months, not earlier or later, and must be finished. It must be a finished project. Once you have decided upon your project, post a picture of your yarn and reference the pattern you intend to use in the thread. Sorry about that. When you finish your project, take a picture and document it in the thread. If you do not finish your item by month's end, you can catch up by year's end. All the members who have completed 6 projects as per the rules will qualify for the grand prize, which will be drawn next January. Note your projects can be used for other group challenges if they meet the criteria for those challenges. So you can double dip, which is great. So, of course, I'm kind of that go big or go home girl. And so I started reading the book, was thoroughly enjoying it, was scrolling through Rivalry to find a project. And of course, I came across a project called the Circe Sweater, or Circe Pullover. So, and I had all the stuff in stash to do it. So this is the Circe Pullover. So you can see it's kind of got that Greek motif in that beautiful yoke. Isn't that adorable? So I cast that on. Let me get back to my project. Cast that on February 9th. And I will show you where I am at. So, I love a good yoke, let me tell you. All right, sorry, let me just get myself organized. So I have finished the yoke, and I have split for the sleeves and started the body. So it's going to be a little bit of a lower neck, which I like. So there is the yoke. Oh, I just love it so much. Oh. So the pattern, actually, I should tell you. So I am knitting this out of, not quite that right there. So this is Frankie Gray Fibers DK in the black cherry colorway. Is it black cherry? Yeah, black cherry colorway. So this is, I am doing the XL size. Let's see, bear with me just one sec. 3.5 and 3.75 millimeter needles, or US 4 and 5 for my US friends. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then I had, I don't know if you can see it. See this top shelf here? I had all of this, this yarn that It's superwash that my friend Lyanne sent me. So I'm using that as the contrast. So it's perfect because I have loads of it. So I'm in the body now, which is just plain old knitting. But what I'm thinking, excuse me, here's a close-up of the yarns, right? So what I'm thinking, and let me know your thoughts. I just want to get back to that picture of the sweater. I'm wondering if on the bottom of the sleeves, if perhaps I will pull out one of these elements and also do the color work there. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think that I might, because the black, I wish you could see this in real life. The black cherry is just phenomenal. Franket Gray Fibres just knocked it out of the park. But I think that because it's such a dark color, I might want to add a little bit of interest on the sleeves. I'm not sure yet. I'll give it a go and see once I get to the sleeves. But I am so pleased with the way that this yoke turned out. I think once it's blocked, it's just going to be beautiful. So I do two-handed Fair Isle when I do color work. So I hold the main color in my right hand and I hold the contrast in my left. The most that I carried afloat was 5 stitches. So there's the inside of the color work. I think it's pretty good. My tension is not bad. It's a little bit puckery up here, but not enough that I'm concerned it'll block out very easily. I'm quite certain. I did notice that, where was it now? Down here at the bottom here. So you can see that in between, see there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4 stitch little motif here, right? Look right there. I buggered it up right there. So I'll have to do some duplicate stitch there to fix it because, oh, hang on. I really need to get needle stoppers. I think that yeah, see that's right at the front. So I'm gonna have to duplicate stitch that. If that was in the back, I wouldn't care, but yeah. So I will keep you updated on this sweater. I have written or selected in my Ravelry, I actually made a Ravelry project page that I wanted to have this completed by March 31st, even though February 29th is the end of this particular book club cycle. But, as per the instructions, I don't have to have it finished by the 29th. So I think realistically, it's going to be the end of March because I'm also working on finishing up the first pattern for the sock club. So I'm going to have to put down the sweater knitting for now and get to work on that. So that is my other work in progress for knitting. So the Trefann sweater and the Circe Pullover. Oh, I should have told you, the Circe Pullover is by Jessica Strow. I think that's how you say her name. It is a paid for pattern from Knit Picks, $4.99 US. What else can I tell you about it? Inspired by the Odyssey, the Circe Pullover features stranded colorwork yoke with motifs reminiscent of Greek mythology. Cozy worsted weight, I'm using DK. Pullover is knit from the top down in the round. Short rows are worked before starting the yoke to allow for a more comfortable neckline. Additional short rows are worked at the bottom edge of the body to create a subtle high-low hem. Color work is charted only, FYI. What else can I tell you? There's been 26 projects knit on Ravelry. Oh, look at this one. Oh, you know what? I saw this one right here, and the first person I thought of was the Knitty Stew, Leanne. She loves green. So I digress, sorry. So yeah, so it's been knit in a multiple sizes. So if you're looking for some inspiration or wanting to see how it fits on different body types, there are a number of different body types here, which is great. Oh, this is kind of neat. This person kind of modified the chart for the Circe pullover and calls it the Hades pullover. And instead of those wave motifs at the bottom, they, oops, hang on just one sec. They put skulls. Isn't that cool? And look at the different color here. Variegated yarn they use there. That's kind of cool. That's actually not a bad idea. Knit Picks Wool of the Andes they used. Cool. Anyway, so that's the Circe pullover. Yeah. Okay, so my other works in progress, of course, are my cross stitch. You will recall from the last episode that I'm doing 2 weekly projects. This is one of them. So got another little bit more stitching done here. I've just started on this box here. So this was, I think this was last week's. So I'm a wee bit behind, but it'll be very easy to get caught up on that. I'm just loving this stitch. So I'm stitching with 1 strand of DMC for the fills here. This is 18 count Ada. So I'm making some regular progress on that one. And then there was this one as well, you'll recall. So I am 1 week behind on this one, but we've got 7 there. I added the 2024 in the middle. So the border here is done with 2 strands. I'm doing this in 1 color only. So 2 strands of DMC color 939 for the border, and then the fills or the insides of the boxes are 1 strand of the DMC 939. So I'm really enjoying these projects. No pressure on them. Even if you get behind, each of the weeks is small enough that you can very easily get yourself caught up. So there's that. And then my big project that I'm working on, I have shown you this before. This is my, I'm just trying to get to my tracking. There we go, markup. So I am not, I was going to say knitting. I am stitching. This is a labor of love, believe me, and it's going to take me a long time to stitch this project. This is the Tree of 4 Seasons, you will recall. It is a heaven and earth design, full coverage. So, sorry, you can see the 4 seasons there, right? So you've got winter here, spring, summer, and fall. And there are angels or fairies within there. Look at the faces in the land. I have been, I mean, I don't know if you can see how large this project is. So here's where I am up to now. So you can see the subtle variations in the blue here. I have I've stitched 2,087 stitches. This is 2,087 stitches. Yeah, so this is 18 count as well. oh no, it's 25 count, excuse me, 25 count. It's a gigantic project. I am loving every second of it. I'm tracking it in this app called Markup. And so you can see I've stitched 2,087 stitches, which is 0.6%. Total stitches in this project are 372,225. I still have 370,138 stitches to go. So at the rate that I'm stitching, this says that I should be complete January the 12th, 2028. So we'll see how that kind of moves when I get some really good stitching time in. So I didn't think that I would enjoy stitching from an app. I really, you know what? I am a paper and pen girl. I have a paper planner that I use. You know, my calendar is my day timer planner. I like using my colored pens and those kinds of things. In other patterns, I print them out. I use magnetic lines or highlighter pens or highlighter tape to see where I am at. And I thought, I'm going to try, because I want to track this project really carefully, I'm going to try this out. So for a long, long time, there was no kind of pattern thing for cross stitching for iPad. There was for Android called Pattern Keeper, but this one is relatively new and it's working like a charm. And I got to tell you, I'm loving it. So I'm going to show you this. It is part of the pattern, but it's not going to show you anything about the pattern. So basically, I've chosen a symbol that I'm working on, which is, you know, these arrows. That's the color that I'm working on right now. And everywhere where it's blank, I've already stitched. So once I stitch a row, I just touch it and the stitches disappear. And that's how it keeps track of the stitches. So it's super slick. So what this is telling me here at top is that there are 2,669 stitches in this pattern of that color. So far, I still have 1,903 stitches left to stitch. So it's really, I'm pleasantly surprised at how much I'm enjoying using that technology. So yeah, I guess I really should try things before I decide they're not for me, right? Yeah. Okay, I want to talk to you about a couple of dream cast-ons. So these are patterns that I saw come across my either Instagram feed or as I was just, you know, in Rivalry, how it's got like new patterns, that kind of thing. So this first one is a sweater pattern by Wilmushi. Sorry if that's incorrect. Wilmushi Design. It's called the Miltonia. And I'm just going to pop it up here. I love this yoke. Raglan shaping at the top there. Look at that. What do you think? Oh, look at that. And the other, I mean, the color possibilities are endless. It is stranded. You can tell from this picture here. I adore this pattern. So it's a light fingering sweater though, right? Oh, you know what? When you've been knitting with DK for a while, it's hard to go back to fingering, don't you think? Seamless top-down design, worked in the round with stranded motif in the yoke, inspired by folklore art and Estonian knitting. There are 4 sizes. They've done this in 2 contrast colors. But really, I mean, this would be nice if you had a variegated yarn that had a long color change. 3.25 millimeter needles and 2.75. So the pattern costs €8.95 or $13.56 Canadian. It looks like if you join up for their newsletter or over on their website or something like that, you can get a discount, but don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. There's already 11 projects on Ravelry. Ooh. Hello. I just want to show you this one. Look at that one. Ooh, isn't that nice? I wonder what yarn she used there. Let's take a wee look. That was one of the test knitters. Oh, she used a mini sock set for that. Great idea for minis. Anyhow, so that is the Miltonia sweater. It is one of my dream cast-ons. Will I get it cast on this year? I don't know yet. I certainly have the yarn for it, but we'll see. And then one more that came across my feed that I am immediately in love with is called the Bedizen. It is by Miju Kallio. I'm quite certain I got that very wrong, but there it is there. I love a good yoke. Oh, isn't that beautiful? It's got the extra long sleeves for that kind of slouchy look. Loose kind of neck. I would probably make the body a bit longer. There's a close-up of the color work there. I really like this sweater. Let's see. €6.90 or $10.45 Canadian. February 22nd. So for the next few days, you can get this for 25% off using the code that's on the Ravelry page. It has 9 sizes. So it goes from a 33.5 inch bust to a 67.25 inch bust. It is knit with DK. It is in English and Finnish. 4 millimeter and 3.5 millimeter needles. There are 18 projects already on Ravelry, which looks like most of them are the test knit. There are some beautiful test knits. If you are called to, go check them out. This one is just calling my name. Wow. This person is using West Yorkshire Spinners Color Lab DK for the color work. Let me just bring that up just to show you, because I do love pink, and I do, look at that. Like, you know, those colors are super duper bright, but against the gray, I think they really, oh, look at that. Anyway, so that too is kind of on my wish list, my dream cast-ons. I really do super duper like them. All right. My absolute next cast on. So you guys know that I am doing 12 pairs of socks this year. 1 pair of socks each month. I had to already own the pattern in my Ravelry library or otherwise, and I have to knit from stash. So these 12 socks are going to be for my mom, and I'm going to give her, you know, present her with this wonderful box of socks at the end of the year. So I am finishing up. Oh, that's one thing I didn't talk about is my my February socks. Yikes. I am finishing up the February socks, which are, oh gosh, it's gone right out of my mind. Isn't that awful? Sorry, bear with me just one sec. I have finished, let me go to my notebook, projects, February socks. There we go. I'm knitting the Granola Socks by Tin Can Knits. There it is. Good Lord. I'm using Songbird Fibres. So I've finished the one sock. I have cast on the second sock, but I got kind of sidelined by the Circe Pullover. So that's the design of the granola socks. Yeah. So I will get those finished probably this week, just to get them off my needles. And for March, my pick is the Rippled Ribbed Socks by Susie White. So Susie White used to be one of the Prairie Girl Knits. They had an audio podcast for a very long time, which was great, and I listened to it nonstop. But these are, let me just show them to you. So they've got some fantastic detail. I love them. I might knit a pair for myself. So these are the March socks. Let's see. Ripples across the water. 2-stitch cables that undulate down the leg and foot while panels of stockinette evoke the calmness of the water before and after the ripples. They're written for cuff down with traditional heel flap and gusset. They are the pattern is easily modified to knit toe up with your preferred heel construction. It is a paid for pattern if you don't already own it. It is $6 US or $8.44 Canadian. There are 20 projects on Rivalry. I have not chosen the yarn for this yet, but I think it's going to have to be a solid because I really want to make sure that the detail of these cables show up. Yeah, I'm gonna think about that, and at the next episode, next episode, I'll show you what I've selected. So if you want to participate in this year-long knit along, you want to use some of your stash for socks. You've got tons of sock patterns in your library that you've never knit. Join us. Jump into the Rivalry group. You can post all about it there. So there's a place, there's a thread to post your plans. You'll see that I've got all 12 of my patterns picked out. One for each month, and then each month I've got a thread to post your progress or your finished socks. There are hashtags for this kind of knit along. Hashtag 2024 socks from stash or hashtag 12 pairs in 12 months. There may be some prizes, for people who participate. I don't have anything in stone yet, but there may be some prizes. But really, this is kind of an effort to get through some of those patterns that we have purchased because we love them, and use up some of those beautiful skeins of sock yarn that we buy. So come and join us and see what you are going to knit along. Okay. Things that I love. Oh, I've got a couple. Cozy Posy Yarn Company. Amazing Atlantic Canada maker. Website is cozyposyyarnco.com. I will link below, and Instagram feed, of course. So these are small pictures, and I know you can't see them really well, but there are a couple that I really wanted to point out to you. Where no, mushrooms, where are the mushrooms? There it is. This colorway is called, I just read it and I forgot it already. Mushroom hunting. Would you look at that? Isn't that adorably gorgeous? Oh, just love it. And then the other one that just made me almost fall out of my chair. Sorry, I just had it here. There it is. This one is called Lore. L-O-R-E, Lore. Look at that. So, excuse me, sorry. Let me just grab a little drink here. Oh, by the way, this is my favorite mug. This is a Denise Lynch. She is a beautiful potter here in Nova Scotia. And this mug is my favorite. Perfect for tea, whatever you're drinking. It's got a little place for your thumb here. Oh, beautiful to drink out of. Okay. So Cozy Posy Yarn Co. also has for my Canadian makers, also has a number of colorways that are based on the provinces. So, for example, this is the Nova Scotia colorway. If you're a green lover, so pretty. There's another one here that I really like because I do love Quebec. There's Old Quebec. Oh, gorgeous. So I will link to her webpage and to, excuse me, sorry, and to her Instagram feed. Go and give her a follow. Check out her colorways. They're so beautiful. She's got, you know, some stuff in her shop right now, but really go and check it out. Antonella is her name, and you can reach out to her if you see something on her website that you just love. Perhaps, you know, she might be able to do a custom order for you. I don't know for sure, but perhaps, you never know. And then the other thing that I am absolutely loving is, where is the link? I had it up here. Oh, that's why it's on. Yes. Falling Acorn Studio. Sorry, it was up here, but apparently it closed. So, Martins Point, Nova Scotia, Instagram feed here, which I will link below. So, Gigi, I think that's how you say her name, Gigi, is a multimedia artist. And what caught my eye and got me down the rabbit hole was this particular creation here. Best party ever. Look at that. She's sitting at the table with her balls of yarn with party hats on. Isn't that adorable? There was that one, and also this. Look at that. Huh, a crow knitting with a nice toque on. Oh, so I'll link to her Instagram there. I adore. Excuse me, sorry. I don't know what's going on with my throat today. Okay, so those are the things that I love. And turning my page back. All right, so as you know, last episode, episode number 26, was my 1-year podiversary. Can you even believe it? Gosh, time flies. And you know, thank you for all of you who subscribe, who like, who comment, who have shared my podcast with other people, who have encouraged people to watch, or, you know, and people, you guys that just keep coming back and watching it. You know, I do this because I love sharing about my knitting, and who knew that I would make such friends doing this, right? And so as promised, I have done a random draw for 3 fabulous prizes as a thank you to to all of you. So I have okay, if you know KnitSipHappy, Nancy from New Brunswick, she just launched a new sock pattern. And oh, by the way, she's doing a knit along. Her patterns are fabulous, but she has gifted a pattern for me to give to one of you. So I didn't do, okay, so do you know how a little while ago I was talking about I needed to start embracing technology, right? And that, you know, my cross stitching, I did blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I've seen on other podcasts, people use these like random comment generators or pickers or something, and it's all fancy, and it just like somehow links into all the comments and it picks one out, right? So yeah, I didn't do that. So I saw how many comments were on the last episode. I said to my partner, Paul, pick a number between, right? So he did, and that's how I chose the winners. So I'm really super happy to announce that the winner of the KnitSipHappy new sock pattern, I don't even know how to say this word. Is it Njord Socks? Nancy, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. So the winner of the sock pattern is at Penwald 8782. So congratulations to you. Please reach out to me either on Instagram or via email. Let me know your Rivalry name, and Nancy will send you the pattern through your Rivalry library. So congratulations, Penwald 8782. Good for you. Okay, I'm also, you know that one of my favorite makers down in the Halifax area, which is on the south end of the province, is the lovely Mable and Rose. Oh, the jewelry. I should have worn my necklace that I have from Mable and Rose. But anyways, beautiful jewelry. There are some knitting notions in the Etsy shop, what have you. $25 gift certificate is going to At the Stash Down Diaries. Yay! So $25 gift certificate coming your way, Stash Down Diaries. So send me an email or an Instagram DM. Let me know your email address, and that gift certificate will make its way over to your email so you can go shopping. All right, and then finally, I have a $25 gift certificate to my LYS Natural Ewe Yarns, which lucky me is 4 doors down the road. And the $25 gift certificate to Natural Ewe Yarns is going to Sandra Crowley 9784. Sandra, congratulations. So you too should send me an email or an Instagram DM, and I will get that gift certificate sent out to you. So, so exciting. I love giving prizes. All right. I think that's it for today. It is. Alrighty. So, next episode. Oh, it's not. I didn't do the knitting oracle. My goodness. Jeez Louise. Okay. Let's get the knitting oracle done. Give the cards a little shuffle. Here we go. Oh, this is popping up. So today we have the Hank. The Hank. The Hank is all about new beginnings. It's a call to action, a friendly kick in the pants. It's thrilling news. It's an opportunity. It's excitement. It's getting amped. It's passion and speed and that new project burst of energy. Get ready because something or someone is coming your way and it won't be dull. When paired with another card, it's a good indication that something new and exciting is about to start in whatever area that card concerns. The Hank's energy is somewhat fleeting, So jump on in. Hank, what are you casting on? Come on, I know. Oh, what are you? I mean, passion and speed and that new project burst of energy. I mean, clearly, you know, I have work to do. I have a new sock pattern to get organized for the 2024 Sock Club. What do? I cast on the Circe Pullover. So, right? It's that excitement. It's also, I think, that excitement of just using that yarn, right? That you've had, that you bought a while ago, or that you ran out right now and purchased specifically for that pattern you just found, right? Yeah, something good's coming. What are you going to cast on? The Hank. Excellent. I like that one. Okay, so let's see. We are at the 18th. It's my beautiful daughter Danielle's birthday tomorrow. She will be 36. Can't wait to have a chat with her. Next episode is March the 3rd, so stay tuned for that. Remember that we have the membership, the Circle Knit Night on Tuesday coming up at 7:30 Atlantic. Open Knit Night for everybody is Wednesday. If you are looking for community, if you're looking for a great gathering of women, we don't have any men yet, but a great gathering of women who are coming together from all over the world. We've got people from Canada, we've got people from Australia, we've got a lovely member from Australia, we've got people from the US. Come and join us. Founding member price is still available for the next 12 days. I would love to have you in the circle. So that is all for today. I hope that you have a fantastic Sunday. Take good care, get some good knitting time in, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.